My second favorite strategy for how to deal with worry is to worry some more. Often, I believe that when people are worrying, they don't really worry enough. So what I recommend is if you find yourself with your mind all chattery and you can't think straight, you can't sleep, you're just constantly obsessing on what might happen if, well, go for it. Go deeply into it. Find yourself a time and a place where you can really worry. Not just worry a little, but worry a lot. And see if you can actually worry it to death. Now, just like all these techniques, this doesn't always work, so you want some backup techniques. But it often works. It looks like this. All right, I'm really worried about this. So I'm going to ask myself, what's the worst that could happen if what I'm worrying about occurs? What's the very worst that could happen? And could I live with it? Well, what's the worst that could happen if my organization runs out of money? I guess the worst that could happen is we'd have to lay people off. We'd have to trim down the size of the organization. We'd have to quit having as many clients or as many customers as we had. Maybe even I would lose my position in the organization. Yeah, maybe even that would happen. Oh no, boy, what else? So what else? What could even be worse than that? What could even be worse than that, maybe, for me, is that I would look like a fool. I'd look like incompetent because I wasn't able to lead this group. Well, is there anything worse than that? No, I think I probably got to the worst. Yeah, people would be fired. I'd look incompetent. I'd lose my position. Yeah, that's the worst. Now, could I live with that? That's the next question, to say, well, yeah, that's not ideal, and could I live with it? And I think when you really look honestly, the answer to that is always yes. Of course you could. It's not ideal, it's not what you want, but you could live with it. Now, what's the purpose of taking something that's a little bit of a worry and making it a bigger worry? And then making it a bigger worry yet? What's the purpose of that? Is that I believe that you are doing that subconsciously anyway. That's what's already going on up in your head with that worry. And most of us, when that's occurring, are trying to constrain it. We're trying to stop all that worrying. And what I'm recommending instead is let it go. Just let the worry go. And when it runs its course and it gets to the end point, that's when you ask yourself, can I live with it? And that's when you see, of course you can. It's not what you want, but you can live with it. You've let the worry run its course, and now it's run its energy. And you can come back to a clear mind, a clear head, and you can solve the problem.